Jaden, Judge Caprio said, voice lowered but firm. Hand the phone to Officer Rodriguez. Now. The boy froze, clutching the device behind his back like it was a shield. For the first time since entering the courtroom, he looked unsure. His mother, Lisa Johnson, stood beside him, exhausted, embarrassed, helpless. "Please," she whispered. "Don't do this." Jaden shook his head. "Dad said I don't have to listen to." Officer Rodriguez didn't raise his voice, didn't reach, didn't threaten. He simply stood there, hand open, waiting. The courtroom went silent. Caprio leaned forward slowly, folding his hands in front of him. "Young man, I am giving you an opportunity to correct your behavior. What you do next is going to determine whether this remains a traffic matter or becomes something far more serious." Jaden's jaw clenched. "You can't take my phone. My dad said judges can't." Caprio cut him off. "Your father is not in this courtroom. I am." Jaden swallowed. His sneaker tapped nervously against the floor. "Officer Rodriguez," Caprio said, never taking his eyes off the boy, "stand by." The bailiff stayed still, patient. Caprio addressed Jaden directly. "Let me explain something to you, young man. This courtroom is not a playground. This is not recess. This is not your father's house. And your father does not set the rules here." Jaden looked away, but he didn't move. "You interrupted your mother. You insulted her. You interrupted this court. You attempted to answer a phone call in the middle of a hearing. And you are now refusing a lawful order from the bench." Lisa's voice cracked. "Jaden, please, he's trying to help you." Caprio tapped the desk lightly with his pen. A single click echoed through the room. "Jaden," he said, "I'm going to ask you one more time. Hand the phone to Officer Rodriguez." The boy hesitated, long enough for the tension to thicken, then slowly extended his hand. Rodriguez accepted the phone without a word. Caprio nodded once. "Thank you, officer." Jaden stood stiff, arms crossed, eyes burning. Caprio folded his hands. "Young man, join me at the bench." Lisa looked terrified. "Your Honor, he didn't mean." "It's all right, Miss Johnson. I'm not here to punish him. I'm here to teach him." Jaden shuffled toward the bench, shoulders high, defiance flickering but fading. Caprio looked down at him. "Jaden, you are 11 years old. You showed up in my courtroom today acting like you were bored. Like none of this mattered. But what you said to your mother today mattered. What you said about her mattered. And that call from your father? That mattered too." Jaden's eyes dropped. "Your mother works double shifts taking care of sick people. She parks on the street because she can't afford the garage. She drives a car that barely passed inspection because she's trying to give you a life she never had." Jaden's lip twitched. "And your father?" Caprio paused. "He buys you shoes, phones, game systems. But he does not pay child support. Do you know what that means?" Jaden shook his head. "It means she pays for everything. She feeds you. She clothes you. She keeps a roof over your head. She earns that with hours your father is not working." Jaden blinked fast. "So when you stand here and tell me your mother is always broke, you're not repeating a fact. You're repeating a wound. One your father gave you." The boy's chin trembled. Caprio continued, gently now. "Listen to me carefully. Money does not make a man. Character does. Integrity does. Respect does." Jaden's voice cracked. "I didn't know." "I believe you," Caprio said. "And that's why you're not in trouble. Not today, but you are learning." He gestured toward the gallery. "Look behind you. Every person in this room is here because something in their life went wrong. What they do next determines what happens after." Jaden turned slightly, then looked back up. Caprio pointed toward Lisa. "Your mother is doing her best. She needed your support today, not your attitude." Jaden stared at his sneakers. "I'm sorry, Mom." Lisa's eyes filled instantly. "It's okay," she whispered. "Just listen next time." Caprio nodded. "Good. That's a strong start." He reached for his docket. "Now, let's get back to your mother's case." The courtroom went dangerously quiet. "Jaden, you have two choices," Judge Caprio said calmly. "You can hand Officer Rodriguez the phone, or you can be removed from this courtroom, and your mother can proceed without you. Which one do you prefer?" Jaden looked around, at his mother, at the bailiff, at the judge who wasn't blinking. Then, slowly, he handed over the phone. Officer Rodriguez took it, powered it off, and placed it on the clerk's table. Jaden swallowed hard. Judge Caprio stared at him. 5 seconds, 7, 10, 12. That was how long it took for an 11-year-old to realize this wasn't his father's weekend. This was a courtroom, and respect wasn't optional. Jaden, Caprio said, folding his hands, sit in the gallery. Do not speak unless I ask you a question. Do you understand? Jaden's voice shrank. Yes. Yes what? Yes, Your Honor. Go. He shuffled to the back row and stared at his hands. Caprio turned to Lisa Johnson. Miss Johnson, I apologize. You came here to address citations, not to be humiliated by your child. Lisa wiped her eyes. Your Honor, he's been like this since his father started. I know, Caprio said gently, and we'll address it. But first, let's talk about you. He opened the file, flipped through dates and citations. Officer Kelly is here. Officer, please approach. Kelly, mid-40s, steady, no attitude, stepped forward. Officer, you issued all 3 citations to Miss Johnson's vehicle. Do you recall the circumstances? Yes, Your Honor. The vehicle was parked legally each time. No hydrants, no crosswalks. The meters had expired. The first 2 were downtown by the hospital. The third was near a pharmacy. Did you see the driver? No, sir. Only the vehicle. Abandoned? Neglected? Anything unusual? No, Your Honor. Clean car. Current inspection sticker. Nothing wrong. So, Caprio said, this was a working mother parking near her job and forgetting to feed a meter? It appears so. Caprio nodded. Thank you, officer. He turned back to Lisa. Miss Johnson, you came to court. You didn't ignore these tickets. You didn't lie. You told the truth. That matters. Lisa exhaled, barely holding it together. Your total fines are $570. I'm reducing that to $50. You'll have 90 days to pay. Her voice cracked. Your Honor, thank you. I will not punish a working mother for choosing rent over registration, Caprio said. You help keep people alive at that hospital. The least this city can do is give you room to breathe. Lisa nodded, tears forming. But, Caprio said, I will address your son. The entire courtroom stiffened. Jaden, he called, come here. Jaden stood, walked slowly up front, and stopped beside his mother. Jaden, Caprio said softly, do you know why you're here today? Because Mom got tickets. No, Caprio replied. You're here because your mother is trying to survive, and you just made it harder. Jaden's eyes dropped. You are 11 years old when it's time to obey, Caprio continued, but 21 when it's time to insult. It cannot be both. Silence. Your father is 6 months behind on child support. That's $4,800 your mother needs for food, rent, and the car that gets her to work. Yet he's buying you sneakers, phones, and video games. Jaden blinked. Do you know what that's called? No, Your Honor. Performance. Your father is performing. Your mother is working. And you can't tell the difference. Jaden's lip trembled. Your mother is the one who feeds you, drives you, works double shifts so you have a roof. And you just told this entire courtroom she's broke. Like it's her fault. Like she's failing you. I didn't mean. You meant it, Caprio said. Because someone taught you to think that way. And that stops today. He pulled out a form. Jaden Johnson, you are hereby ordered to complete 30 hours of community service at the Providence Senior Day Center. Every Saturday, 9 a.m. to noon. 10 weeks. You will sign in and sign out. Jaden's eyes went wide. You can't do that. I have basketball. Caprio didn't flinch. Then you'll learn to respect the person who pays for your basketball. This is not punishment for poverty, Jaden. This is correction for disrespect. You treated your mother like she was worthless in front of strangers. Judge Caprio let the silence settle until the air felt tight. Jaden, he said calmly, you'll spend 10 weeks serving people who can't serve themselves. Maybe then you'll learn what sacrifice looks like. Lisa Johnson spoke softly. Your Honor, he's only 11. Miss Johnson, Caprio replied. That's exactly the problem. At 11, he's already learned to disrespect the woman who raised him. If we don't correct it now, at 21, he'll be exactly like his father, and I won't let that happen. He turned his eyes toward the boy. Stand next to your mother. Look at her. Jaden turned. His mother's eyes were red. Her hands were trembling. Say what you did, Caprio instructed. Jaden whispered, I said she was broke. Louder. I said she was broke, he repeated, voice cracking. I said Dad was better. I answered the phone. I embarrassed her. Now say what's true. Jaden swallowed hard. She's the one paying. She's tired. And I made it worse. Lisa began to cry. Caprio nodded gently toward her. You can hug her. Jaden wrapped his arms around his mother. She pulled him tight. The courtroom stayed silent. If you believe kids should learn respect early, not at 25, the narrator added, subscribe to Order in the Court so more families see stories like this. Caprio waited until their moment settled, then said, Miss Johnson, you may sit. Jaden, stay where you are. Lisa sat down. Jaden stood alone at the podium. Caprio opened the file, then looked toward the back of the courtroom, as if addressing someone who wasn't there. This next part is for the record, he said. To the non-custodial parent who will hear about this case secondhand, you are 6 months behind on child support, but somehow, you are over-present in this child's attitude. The gallery shifted. You've taught him that money equals love, that gifts equal parenting, that the woman who sacrifices daily is somehow less valuable than the man who shows up twice a month with a shopping bag. He paused. Money without morals creates exactly what we saw today. A boy who thinks disrespect is normal as long as someone buys him sneakers. That ends now. Influence is custody, too. And your influence just cost your son 10 Saturdays. He turned back to Jaden. Your service starts this Saturday. 9 a.m. Providence Senior Day Center, Cranston Street. You'll help serve meals, assist residents, clean up. If you miss a session without a valid excuse, I'll extend the hours. Do you understand? Yes, Your Honor. Questions? No, Your Honor. Good. Officer Rodriguez, return his phone. Rodriguez handed the phone not to Jaden, but to Lisa. Miss Johnson, Caprio said, the phone is yours now. He earns it back when he earns your trust. Lisa nodded and slipped it into her purse. This court is adjourned. Miss Johnson, see the clerk for your payment plan. Jaden, I'll see you in 10 weeks. The gavel struck. Glowing stars 6 weeks later. Attendance logs arrived from the senior center. Week 1 on time. Helped set up breakfast. Quiet but cooperative. Week 2. Assisted Mr. Leone with his walker. Stayed extra to finish cleanup. Week 3. Asked if he could come during school break to get ahead on hours. Week 4. Learned chess from Miss Rivera. Now teaching other kids. Week 5. Asked about summer volunteer shifts. I like helping. Week 6. Attitude transformed. Miss Bell filed a note. Positive progress. No issues. Caprio read the report, smiled, and made a note to check in at week 10. Glowing star 10 weeks later, back in court. Miss Bell called the case. Follow-up review. 2025, PK, 1184, Johnson matter. Jaden walked up beside his mother. No phone, no attitude. Hands folded. Waiting. Caprio looked at him. You completed your hours. Tell me what you learned. Jaden took a breath. I learned. Mom's not the broke one. She's the one paying. Dad's gifts don't pay rent. They don't pay fines. They don't pay for anything real. What else? The seniors don't care about shoes or phones. They care if you show up, if you help, if you're kind. And your mother? Jaden's voice softened. She's been showing up my whole life. And I treated her like she wasn't enough. But she's everything. Lisa smiled, proud and teary. Caprio turned to her. Has his behavior improved? Yes, Your Honor. Completely. He helps at home. He's patient with his sister. He doesn't mention his father's gifts anymore. Caprio faced Jaden again. What happens next time your father buys you something and talks badly about your mother? I'll thank him, Jaden said. Then I'll tell him she's the one who gives me what I need, not just what I want. Caprio leaned back. Good answer. He stamped the file. Community service fulfilled. Miss Johnson may return his phone if she believes he's earned it. Thank you, Your Honor. One more thing, Jaden. Yes, sir. The senior center called. They'd like to offer you a paid summer position. 15 hours a week. Interested? Jaden looked at his mom. She nodded. Yes, Your Honor. I'd like that. It's yours. Caprio smiled. You came in here broken. You're leaving whole. That's what this courtroom is for. The gavel fell. Glowing star after court, a new beginning. That afternoon, Caprio opened an envelope Lisa left for him. Inside was a handwritten note. Your Honor, thank you for seeing what I couldn't. Jaden is a different kid. I'm a different mom. We're learning together. A photo was tucked inside. Lisa and Jaden at the senior center, beaming, wearing volunteer badges. Caprio pinned it to his bulletin board. Because courtrooms aren't just for punishment. They're for reconstruction. Glowing star 2 months later. Jaden walked into the senior center, not for service hours, just to visit. Mr. Leone spotted him. Jaden, ready to lose at chess again? Maybe, Jaden grinned. If you think you can win. They played. Halfway through, Jaden asked, Mr. Leone, did you ever disrespect your mom? Once, Leone said. My father heard me. Made me apologize in front of the whole neighborhood. I cried. Never did it again. Why not? Because respect isn't optional. Especially for the people who love you most. Jaden nodded and lost another chess match. Lisa picked him up later. How was your visit? Good. Mr. Leone beat me again. Maybe next time. Maybe. After a moment, Jaden spoke. Mom, I'm still sorry. For everything. Lisa pulled over. Honey, you didn't just apologize. You changed. That's bigger. He smiled. She handed him his phone. You earned it back. Jaden looked at it, then at her. Can I keep it in my backpack? I don't need it right now. You sure? Yeah, I'm good. They drove home. And in Judge Caprio's office, the photo stayed pinned to the board, a reminder that respect isn't learned in one hearing. It's built slowly, one Saturday at a time. If you want, I can also. Fire turned this into a 4-paragraph documentary script with timestamps. Fire convert it into a YouTube narration. Fire make a short viral version. Fire continue the story with Jaden's father appearing in court. Just tell me,